people were struggling yesterday with the two-word brand. I did try to tell you it's really hard to do, especially if you haven't spent any time thinking about this. If you're not like living, breathing, eating brand like the way I do, it's very difficult to do. But let me help you out. Some people were giving me 2 adjectives. Like quietly fierce. Is that person in this room? Yeah. It's hard. Like quiet. Okay, that's tough. So I'm going to suggest you look for maybe a noun, right? A noun that's your truth. And you really have to dig deep to find out what this noun is. So when I heard one, I think her name is Abby Toddy. She's part of my community. And I did this, and she's so smart and creative. She's like, I'm a world-class hugger, Chris. I'm like, that is just freaking amazing. Because a hugger is not something that people would celebrate. Like, everybody hugs. Why is that so special? And she just put this little twist on it. I'm world-class at it. And that was really cool. So, okay, world-class hugger. And it totally describes who she is. Now, other people can claim this, but once she claims it, it's so unique and different, you're kind of done. Really good. Now, the mistake that people think is like, your two-word brand is going to be everything. It's not meant to be that. It's just a hook to begin a conversation. Think about it. You want to create such a powerful hook that people ask you, what does that mean? Tell me more. So when I tell people I'm a loud introvert, they're like, what? Really? Hard to believe. Tell me more. And that's what you want. So what we don't want to do is we don't want to get in front of a person and they're like, hey, tell me what you do. And then you just go on a monologue like Jimmy Fallon is like, and then the life, their soul is just draining out of their body. And you can see that. But many of you can't read that. So what do? You just tell them even more. And they're like looking for the exit. They're looking for someone to save them. But the best way to do this, and if you study copywriting, I do, the headline is designed for one thing and one thing only. What is a headline designed to do? To do what? No? Okay, check this out. Very good. You're very close, but I'll get more nuance here. The headline is designed to do one thing, to get you to read the subhead. That's all it's designed to do. What's the subhead designed to do? Get you to read the body copy. That's all it's supposed to do. And then somewhere there's a CTA, call to action, right? That's all it's designed to do. So let's not try to treat everything that we do as a call to action to hire us right then and there, right? This is a conversation. It's a dialogue. It's supposed to go back and forth. So when you come up with your two-word brand, it should excite people. It should be kind of mysterious and intriguing. How is that possible? Tell me more. What do you mean, world-class hugger? You're a brand mother? What does that mean? You see, that's what it's supposed to, that's how it's supposed to work. There's an excellent book, and I mentioned to some of you yesterday, it's called Pop. It's written by Sam Horn, and she's very good at understanding this. She's so good. And if you just search her name, Sam Horn, you will find a TED Talk that she gives, and it's freaking awesome. So good. But read her book. It's worth its weight. Seriously, she'll help you come up with clever ways to describe things. And she has a whole system. So here's what we do. The reason why cliches are terrible and you get eye rolls is because we've heard it too many times. Okay? And so if you went to design school like I did, you were probably told, do not use cliches. Use a cliche, go to jail. That's it. And then I'm reading in this book. It's called Smile in the Mind. It's about conceptual thinking. And in the back, I'm reading like some sage advice from these luminaries in the design space. And they're like, a cliche is a bankrupt idea. Make a deposit. Cliches work because they're familiar to us. So what you want to do is you want to take something that's known, that's kind of played out, and you add just a little bit of a twist to it, and it becomes unknown. Okay? A known unknown. So in my industry, people will say less is more because it's about minimalism. Less is more. You've heard of that? Okay? So what you do is you take something like that and you just change one component of it. And I saw Brian Collins with a Collins agency. He did something for, I think it was Twitch, where it's like crazy overabundance, maximalism design. So he took less is more, which we're all familiar with, and he changed it. I'm not even sure it's original, but I like it. You know what he did? Just took this letter away and says mess is more. And then he just completely changed the whole thing. He took something that we know and he changed it. So Sam Horn talks about this in her book, Pop. Take a popular book or movie that everybody already knows And you can use that to describe to other people what you do. You remember the movie The Horse Whisperer? And there's a classic line from The Horse Whisperer, right? I don't help people with horse problems. I help horse with people problems. So the horse whisperer is a concept. So whisperer is someone who is able to figure things out that no one can. So you can say I'm a mortgage whisperer. You just take a concept that's familiar to people and you change one aspect of it. So if we were to workshop this, which we don't have time, what I would ask you to do is take one of these lines that you believe is such a trope that everybody uses that's overplayed and just change one part of it. One word. You change the order.
If you want to learn more about making content, watch this video next.